Susie is the owner of the Sound Healers Academy. You are a certified sound healer teacher, and you've lived your entire life with unexplained hair loss. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey and how it brought you here?
So I have not lived my whole life with unexplained hair loss. But when I was 7, I did start to experience a condition called alopecia, which is essentially unexplained hair loss. It's when it has a lot to do with your thyroid. It's when I'm spacing on the word, your immune system. It's an autoimmune disorder, so it's when your immune system targets your hair follicles. So that began for me when I was about 7 years old. I used to have beautiful blonde hair, and my alopecia was always like a little bald spot here, a little bald spot there. And when I was 7 and my hair started falling out, I started to experience a lot of anxiety, as a little girl being like, what's wrong with me? Why is my hair falling out? What can I do to fix it? Is it going to get worse? My mom took me to every kind of doctor you could imagine, from dermatologists who were like, you can get injections and you can use all these steroid creams, to energy healers who told me I had light blasting out of the crown of my head, Ayurvedic healers, which is actually where the name of my business, The Copper Vessel, came from. I actually have it right here. One of the things that the Ayurvedic healers told me to do was drink water from a copper vessel, because it charges the water with negative ions, which can help to reduce inflammation. It can be very healing. So from the age of 7, I embarked on this healing journey, which was rooted in this search to find out what was wrong with me. And the more that I was searching to figure out what was wrong with me, the more anxious I became. And, in my teens and 20s, I ended up turning to alcohol and drugs and prescription medications to try to cope with the anxiety. A lot of it was social anxiety. Like, when I went in public, I would basically just panic, because it was like, are you going to be able to tell that I have a bald spot? Is my hair going to blow the wrong way? And all of a sudden I'm exposed. And it was this constant thought loop of like, is someone going to discover my secret and think I'm a freak,
Yeah.
So alcohol helped to quiet my mind, because I drank to the point of blacking out. Like, I wasn't just like, oh, let me have a drink to relax. It was like, I just want it all to be turned off. And in my 20s, after graduating from college, I moved to New York City, where I was working in the hospitality industry. And it was a really fun lifestyle, but it was very conducive to drinking and partying and blacking out. And I started to really drink to extremes and like wake up in the hospital, not knowing how I had gotten there. And it started to become very clear that, it was only heading in one direction. Like, I was not moving toward life. I had gained like 40 pounds. I was puffy. I was inflamed. My hair was falling out worse than ever. I was trying, wearing wigs. I was getting injections of steroids in my scalp every month. I remember thinking back then, like, I feel like meditation would help me, but I'm just too anxious to meditate. So I'm just gonna like keep doing this stuff until I get to a point where I can meditate, and then one day hopefully it can help me. But that point only came when I hit rock bottom in 2015, and I was suicidal. Like, I was like, I just can't go on like this anymore. So I began a real journey of getting sober and exploring what that could look like for me. And in 2015, I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped taking Adderall and Klonopin, and I went to rehab. And then a year later, I moved to California, and I got completely sober off all my medications and off all drugs, after starting to, well, first of all, connect with the 12-step sober community, but also experiencing sound healing. I went to my first sound bath when I moved to LA, and it shifted everything for me. And I started going to sound baths regularly. I started receiving Reiki healings regularly, and the light came back in my eyes. The weight shed off. I was able to stay sober. My hair did not grow back, but I stopped getting injections. And if I were to let it grow, it would have bald spots, but there would be some hair. But the healing for me wasn't actually about getting my hair back. It was about self-acceptance and unconditional self-love. And that's what Reiki and sound healing really guided me to, this lesson and ability to see that nothing is actually wrong with me. Like once I got healthy and sober and my hair is still falling out, I was like, okay, if this is the way God wants me to be, then I can keep resisting it and living in a prison of my own making, or I can embrace it and accept it and live on, you know, a path of light and healing, you know, healing from within. So it, yeah,
Absolutely
it's an amazing
incredible.
journey.
So I love what you said about suppression and trying to suppress. And we have a culture of this. We have a culture of just turning to whatever can numb us. If we actually look at our darkness and we aren't scared of it, that was the game changer for me. What made you shift from suppressing it to actually processing and transmuting it?
I feel like a big part of it was experiencing sound healing, you know, and in a sound bath, I would go just lie down and be with all of my thoughts and all of my feelings and not be trying to do anything or escape from it. And thoughts would come up, emotions would come up, but I would be like, okay, I'm just going to be with it. And sound, it really goes where no other modality or medicine can. Everything is vibration and everything is sound, and I feel like it goes in sort of the nooks and crannies of our cells and every part of our body, and just gets in there and starts to shake things up and move things, and all the things that I had been suppressing for so many years without me necessarily even having to like talk about it, because I had been to therapy for many years, you know, and there's a lot of value in talk therapy, but to some extent, like my conscious mind would only let me go to certain places. And there was a lot that I had been suppressing for so many years that maybe I couldn't even put words to, right? Like feelings, emotions, traumas that my mind wouldn't let me access. And yet in the sound bath, in a very gentle way, that energy just got to move, you know, and it wasn't violent or intense. In fact, it was peaceful and relaxing. And it felt like, oh, I just feel lighter. These things that I've been carrying and suppressing are just effortlessly lifting. And all I have to do is basically take a nap.
I love it because my first sound bath experience was in Traverse City, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was after a yoga class. So we did a yoga flow on the beach. And then in Shavasana, we did the sound healing portion. And we all woke up. It was like I was conscious, but I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
In a total like theta meditative state. And we all woke up from this amazing journey, and we all could see sacred geometry in the sky. And we all looked at each other and we're like, am I crazy? Are you crazy? Do you see that? We're like, we see that. And we could see the sacred geometry in the sky. And it's because those sound waves brought us right into such an aligned state.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've
That's
never experienced anything like it.
people people have experiences like that in sound baths all the time. It's incredible. It really is. It's amazing what happens when we open ourselves in that way.
And I want to explain a little bit between the connection of self-healing, alignment, and manifesting abundance, because I know this is a lot about what you teach. You teach self-healing, alignment, and how that ties into manifesting abundance. So for me, self-healing is the process, right? The process to alignment, which is the state of being.
Mm-hmm.
And then manifesting abundance is the embodiment of alignment to that state of being over a consistent period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we're learning in quantum physics, a thought creates an emotion, which creates a feeling, which creates our actions, which creates our physical reality. So that alignment, that state of being, can truly shift our entire external world.
Mm-hmm.
Our internal world can shift our entire external world. And so self-healing is the process to that, which you can utilize through sound healing, Reiki healing. There's a bunch of different modalities. And I love it because sound healing is this sound wave. It's the sound wave that is material. And Reiki healing, we're working with electromagnetic fields and radio waves. So they're two different types of energy, and so powerful.
And so complementary complementary. Oh my gosh, they work so beautifully together. I know that at the beginning you had invited everyone to share something that they're releasing today, and I think that goes so perfectly with the theme of manifesting abundance, because when you manifest abundance from this place of alignment, it's really doing it from a place of wholeness, recognizing that there is no lack. You're tapping into the infinite field of possibility that is available to us right now and always. It is the perfect present moment where everything is available to us. So in that space, we get to let go of any beliefs that are limiting, that are based in lack or feeling like you're not enough or like you're broken or like there's something wrong. You let that go and you realize you are already whole. Everything you could ever dream of is already available to you. And the more you live in that, the more, like you said, your internal world creates your external world, and you're like, what is happening?
It is so true. I teach Reiki in 2 steps. 1, you remove obstructions. 2, you seal, and those removing of obstructions creates holes in the aura. And then you seal the holes with light energy, sound energy, high frequency.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're doing. So as we are posting what we're ready to let go of in the comments, you are removing that obstruction. You can imagine your spinal column as this highway of energy, and your chakra system sits energetically in that highway. And the accidents happen as we experience life, and we have to remove the obstructions from those experiences so traffic can flow freely. And that's what we're doing today. That's the power of healing. I love it. I love all of these intentions. So yes, claim what you are ready to let go of, and we are going to seal and fill this space with high frequency healing light. Okay.
Love that.
Gently close our eyes and just begin to notice the rise and fall of your chest. Noticing the temperature of your inhale through the nose. Notice the temperature of that air, and then notice the temperature of the air through the exhale through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Noticing the temperature of the air and how it warms on every exhale. You are the mover of energy in this way. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth this time. And on your next exhale, imagine roots growing from the base of your spine, down through the soil, through the sand, through the rock, through the magma, and entangle those roots into the center core of the earth. And the center core of the earth is this big, bright, shining, warming sun full of unconditional, divine, organic love. No matter what you do, you are supported by this love that is you, that is one with you. And curl your toes and just imagine sinking a little bit deeper into the soil or the sand beneath you. With every inhale, you're cleansing, and with every exhale, you're letting everything melt away from the day, from yesterday, from this weekend. And think of one thing you are so grateful for today. You just light up smiling, thinking about this one thing. Maybe it's embracing your pet or a loved one, or just existing. And expand this love all around you and broadcast this love. It is a vibration. Broadcast this signal outward. This is the greatest form of protection. and seal this love around you by drawing an egg. And this egg is made of steel. Your light is radiating 360 degrees 24/7 today, and nothing is allowed into this egg. You are fully protected, fully supported. And send the stream of love from your heart with an inhale up to the top of your head. Exhale, push that love into this golden star floating above your head. The star is just floating. This is your higher self, your higher mind. Another breath in, inhaling, sending the stream of love up to the top of your head. Exhale, push that stream of love into your golden star. One more inhale. Exhale, push, aligning your heart and your mind. This is called brain and heart coherence. And just stay there in this golden star. You are not the body, you are the mover of the body. You are not the thoughts, you are the thinker, the shifter, the chooser of the thoughts. You are not the emotions, you are the feeler and the transmuter of the emotions. You are the soul, the spiritual self. Drift off into this beautiful ocean of golden light. You can imagine sitting on a log or a boat in this beautiful ocean. And you may be bobbing. If you are bobbing, you'll notice a moment through this journey where everything becomes still. And you'll notice the water is like glass. Beautiful ocean of golden lights. Any sound or noise will take you deeper and deeper into stillness. As we begin the healing, flushing out all of these emotions that are no longer serving you throughout your entire body. You can imagine this as green juice, nourishing the muscles, your bones, your blood, your glands, your hormones, restoring the body into full alignment without obstructions. To be a vessel of channel to flow with ease in pure health and pure vitality. Drifting deeper and deeper into stillness. Receive this healing now. You're going to seal this energy with 3 ohms. Oh. 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 You are the soul immersed in this beautiful ocean of golden light. Allow this energy from your heart to expand out your hands. You can expand your hands in front of you and fill the earth with this beautiful pink light. Bless your friends, your family, your loved ones with this beautiful pink light. You may be able to feel the energy coming out of your hands. That is very normal. You may not be able to feel the energy come out of your hands. That is okay. Bless your health with this beautiful pink light. Bless your finances with this beautiful pink light. You are abundant. Bless your relationships with this beautiful pink light. Send this love to your relationships. Wherever there is hatred in the world, let us sow love. Wherever there is injury, let us sow pardon and forgiveness. For those who have hurt us, we thank you for the many lessons. We forgive you and we forgive ourselves for any part we may have played. Wherever there is doubt, let us sow faith. Wherever there is despair, let us sow hope. And to all who are suffering, all of our friends and loved ones having challenges with their health, their finances, their relationship, their mindset, we visualize their life improving with hope and with faith for a better life. So be it. So be it. Wherever there is darkness, let us sow light. And may all be blessed with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, and lots of joy. May every person, every being be blessed with kindness and the willingness to do good. And you can lower your hands and send the stream of love out of your feet. This is my favorite grounding technique. And curl your toes and send all of this residual energy flowing through you right now, because there is a lot. Send it all to Mother Earth. May her be blessed with divine light, with divine love, with divine power. Let her be healed and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Take a deep breath in. Deep sigh out. And open up your eyes. Let us know how you feel. Manifest abundance for the greater good. Yes, girl. Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So we let the divine work today. This is how the divine wanted this to play out. I was present for your gratitude sound bath session today. So because we didn't get to experience your art, your healing, I want everyone to go to the Copper Vessel, that's your handle, the Copper Vessel, and watch Susie's healing from today. I did it right before I got on this live, and it got me into this state of just pure bliss, and you will see all of the amazing sounds working together. And so Susie, you have a Sound Healers Academy. What is that all about? Can you tell us about the Academy?
So first of all, thank you for that beautiful healing. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous. Gorgeous meditation, gorgeous healing, and just the perfect gift for today. Thank you. And we just trust that what happened with the bowls is what's meant to happen. And thank you for stepping in and bringing your beautiful voice, which one of the things that I teach in the Sound Healers Academy is that the most powerful instrument for sound healing is our own voice. And the
Love that.
bowls are incredible and magical, but at the end of the day, you are your own best healer,
Mm.
you know? And so if that's the message that was meant to come through today, you held that so beautifully, Ali. So thank you. Mm. And for anyone who's on here and is curious about sound healing and these beautiful crystal bowls that we did not get to hear on this live, but please do come to my page. I have so many free sound baths on there. And as I was saying, I had a Gratitude Tuesday sound bath this morning. That was really special. I go live every Tuesday morning and share a little Gratitude Tuesday sound bath. And I love teaching about sound healing because for me, as much as sound healing impacted my life and brought me profound healing, healing that I searched for my whole life, the greatest healing element of all has been sharing sound healing, because in the material world, when we get something, you know, if we give it away we don't have it anymore, but in the realm of energy and spirituality we only get to keep what we give away. So becoming a sound healer offered me a sense of purpose, a new purpose, a deep sense of empowerment and an incredible amount of abundance. So I wish that for each and every one of you, because when you get into that space and that path of being of service, whether it's through sharing sound healing, whether it's through sharing Reiki, sharing these incredible healing modalities and helping others reconnect with light and possibility in their life opens up so much. So my training we hold twice a year live. The next class begins in September, but you get instant access when you enroll to the on-demand resources and modules and master classes. So there's a lot to dive into right away. It is a 3-month live training that those live calls begin in September. And there is no other training like it. You learn about the art and science of energy healing and sound healing. You learn about guiding meditations, creating ceremonies. You learn how to create your own business and earn money sharing your gifts. So it's a very comprehensive training that by the end you have embodied the healing for yourself. So when you go out, you feel confident, you feel empowered, and you're able to do exactly what Ali did, which was channel the divine and just allow the words to flow from your heart in a way that brings the deepest healing. And I love the way that you channeled that St. Francis prayer. I've never heard it shared in that way, and it's one of my favorite prayers ever. And as you were sharing it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just beautiful. It's one of the prayers that we learn in the Sound Healers Academy. Yeah.
That is divine. You also said something about creating a business, creating a conscious business. And it is time in the world for you, people who are kind, people who are giving, people who are going to make an impact, to have money. It is time for you to have the money without shame, without guilt, because you are abundant. That is your essence. And we need money in your hands. We need you to get paid for healing, for making an impact, for expressing your gifts, for creating vibrational sound and music, for umming live on IG on a random Tuesday. Like, we need you to be abundant as you do these things and help heal humanity, because mental health is on the rise. It's never been this high. And it is time for us to step in and embody health. And we're not helping anyone by being with them and suffering. We have to fully embody our health and our well-being. And that's what these processes help us to embody. So I just wanted to say that.
100%. Thank you. No, it's true. And that's really, we spend a lot of time working with the energy of money and an aligned energy exchange, because in addition to you as a healer needing to be able to fill up your cup in order to sustain yourself, so that you can continue doing your healing work, right? If you're constantly stressed and your root chakra is out of balance and you don't know how you're going to pay your rent, you don't know where you're going to get your food, how you're going to pay your bills, you're not able to be of service in the deepest way. So there's that. And the energy exchange needs to be aligned. So many people come to the training and they're like, how much should I charge? What's the right price for my session? And it comes down to tuning into that correct energy exchange alignment. Because I don't know if you've ever had a friend who gives you a lot of gifts, or they're always like, oh, I've got that coffee. Oh, I've got that dinner. You start to feel like a little guilty, like you owe them, right? So coming up with the aligned energy exchange so that you feel really clean and clear, and there's that continuous cycle of the exchange, allows your guests, your clients, to get a deeper healing because there is that flow. So we talk a lot about that and help you to tune into those, the frequency of the numbers you will charge for your sessions, because it is essential. If it's too high, something feels off. If it's too low, something feels off. So tuning into that it's a really important thing. So we go into all the business. I could spend another hour talking about it.
It's just so good. Like, I'm so grateful that you are doing this work. We need you more than ever. And I always tell my students, thank you for answering the call, because I think it's so easy to see people show up in this way and be like, well, I can't do that. And I was there, but you absolutely can. And it's okay. It's okay to suck at it. Like, it's okay. There's all of these fears that creep up, and it's okay to feel those fears. There was a time when I would get on here and I would just I would break out in hives because I was so afraid of public speaking. I was so afraid of offending somebody. I was so afraid of somebody judging me. And it's okay to fail. I think just give yourself permission to fail. And when you do that, you're not scared anymore.
Well, and for me, it was the same thing as like, what are people going to think when they find out I have bald spots, right? And once I came out in the open, I just showed up for life anyway. It's like people get to see you for who you are, and that's what attracts the right people to you, you know? So you don't ever have to be perfect. It's just a matter of continuing to show up and trust. And I think that one of the most powerful sort of motivational nuggets around that is like, I think we can ask, who am I? Who am I to, right? Like, who am I to get on here and do an Instagram live? Who am I to become a sound healer? Like, right? Not only that fear of failure, but like, who am I? It's like, who are you not to? I think about the very first sound bath that I went to. If that healer had been like, no one should come to my sound bath. What if no one shows up? Who am I to do it? Like, my life would not have been impacted in the way that it was, and millions of other people's lives would not have subsequently been impacted. So it's like, who are you not to? You don't realize the impact you're making. And my hope in coming on here today is that, you know, someone, even if it's just one of you, has been touched by my presence, my light, Allie's presence and light, like, leave here and pay it forward. Let something be activated within you that says, yeah, I have something to share. I was born for a reason. I have a bigger purpose, and I'm just open to exploring what that is. It's as simple as that. Just the openness, just the willingness, and then let the divine guide you, because you are always being divinely guided when you look to see it.
So true. And you will see so many synchronicities. I mean, I see repeating numbers all the time. It's like I ask for something, instant manifestation, it shows up. And when you do start showing up in a way that expresses your gifts in a capacity that helps others, even if you're scared, just do it scared and pay that forward, and you will get an alignment and you will feel it, and you just get so many. Every day is a blessing.
It's just like, and my prayer a lot of days is like, let this be easy, let this be light. Like, when I feel like my humanness or my ego creeping, I'm like, let it be easy, let it be light. And when I let go of control and allow the divine to come in, it works out. I'm like, oh, I didn't need to be the one to struggle to figure this out. Of course I show up, I take the aligned action, but from a very different energy. That alignment changes everything.
Yes. I have noticed that the energy behind everything I do has to feel inspired, because what I used to do is it used to feel obligatory, like, oh, I have to do this. And now it's like, I get to do this. And sometimes my ego is like, Allie, what if nobody shows up? Like, who do you think you are? Imposter syndrome, right? And then I tell myself, I am a channel for the divine. I just take my ego out of it. I am a channel for the divine. And when you allow yourself to channel love and to be love, life does become so fun and so magical. If sound healing is on your heart and you will feel the call in your heart, if you don't, that's totally okay. But if you feel the call, go over to the Copper Vessel and apply for the Sound Healers Academy. She is the person, like the queen, that you would want to learn from.
If anyone has questions, send me a DM. I would love to connect with you and support you on your journey of stepping into embodied sound healing and creating your own thriving spiritual business.
Freaking love it. Love it. I do have to make an announcement. I will be live again on Friday. On Friday, I will be live on IG to talk all things manifestation. And I'm going to tell my story of facing my fear of public speaking with my life coach. And it's going to be really fun. So that is when I will be live next. And thank you so much, Susie. You are such a light, such a gift to this world. We love you, and thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you. Sending you so much love. Sending all of you so much love. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.